also not a matter of what a goal is for me. It's a goal that's important for you, because each person has individual goals. There's a kid, one of the kids that I mentor actually in San Diego here, he wanted to get a new bicycle. That bike can be yours. He says, well, how can I do it? I'm just a kid. I can't get a job. I can't work. I said, well, what can you do? So he made a little flyer. I gave it to my receptionist. She typed it up. And we took a little, about 200 copies and put it around town. Sure enough, he got more jobs than he could handle. And the greatest feeling ever was when he was walking out of Kmart, pushing that bicycle, knowing that he did it on his own. You have to have the goal. You have to have the mission. It is impossible to hit a goal until you have one. Simple.
Have you ever faced challenging times? Wanted to give up, walk away from something very special? Then you're in good company. Years ago, Reid was in the same situation. Now he's writing a book that is going to inspire millions to stay on course. Greg, I want to welcome you to the show. It's good having you here.
Thanks for having me. There was a man named Darby, and he sets out west, has gold fever like everyone did back in the days. And sure enough, he found a little hole and he started digging in it and found some gold. Got all excited, he covered it up and went back home. He told all of his family and friends that they should chip in to invest so he could buy equipment to pull it out by the truckload. The first cart comes out of the ground, sure enough, it's one of the richest strikes they've ever seen. Woohoo, they're gonna be rich. But they kept digging and they ran out of gold. They kept digging and there was no more gold. They did this day after day, week after week, till finally he was defeated and gave up. He walked out of that mine and says, I'm through. He sees a junk man walking by, says, hey buddy, give me 200 bucks, I'll sell you the mine and all the equipment. I'm out of here. And the junk man, being smarter than the average bear, says, well, I'll take it because the equipment is worth more than that just in itself. Now, what he did was something very intelligent. You see, he sought outside advice and counsel from people that have information greater than his own. And he sought an engineer and says, what happened? He said they had gold and they ran out. And the engineer said, it's simple. Gold runs in a vein like a finger. What they did is they popped into it and came out the other end. He says if you go back where they hit their treasure, go 3 feet in the opposite direction, you'll tap back into it also. And that's what he did, and pulled out one of the largest gold strikes in the history of the world.
I understood that you spent time with Dave Liniger from RE/MAX.
Oh my, yes it did. In fact,
that's a phenomenal story.
Dave Liniger started a real estate company, as most people know. And he said the first 2 years was brutal. He said every phone call that came in was from a bill collector. He said the third year, every letter came in was from another law firm threatening to sue him.
And I might have had 500 creditors, some I owed $10,000 to, some we owed $50 to. But we called them and said, we're not gonna quit, we're not going out of business, and somehow I'll pay you $5 this week, and I'll pay you $5 next week, and someday I'll pay you $50 this week. Don't give up on me. I won't quit, I promise you, I will not file bankruptcy.
And he did this over and over again out of integrity. And on the 4th year, someone bought the first franchise and went on to become one of the world's largest independent real estate firms, RE/MAX Real Estate. The one suggestion that you would keep continuing to other people and sharing with them is not to quit 3 feet from gold.
Not to quit, not to quit, not to ever quit.
No matter what.
That's it.
Have you ever wondered why so many fail while others succeed? The ones who strike it rich, the ones who persist, they never quit.